Bhagavan said that me being neutral, and we saw that last time, being neutral and seated on the sideline, the karma do not bind me. On the other hand, Jeev having attachment to the karma for its fruit, karma phal, are subject to bondage. When you want something from somebody, you are under obligation. You are putting yourself under obligation. So you want fruit of an action of karma phal, then you are under the bondage of devata, which is going to administer that karma phal. It's plain and simple. This ever-changing creation of mind, Bhagavan said, happens under my direction. Sansara is always changing, never stays same. It's always different. And all the changes happening, Bhagavan says, under my direction. I have set up a system under which everything keeps changing. And it all is in me. I have totally enveloped everything. So everything is in me. However, I am in none of it. Now what does that mean? That means that Ishwar or Bhagavan or Paramatma is Sarv Vyapak. He is everywhere at all time, everywhere, completely, in and out. Sarv means everything, Vyapak is Vyapt everything. However, as we saw before, he doesn't need anything from samsara. So, he is not in it. When you say somebody, you talk to someone and say, oh, this guy is really in it. He's really interested in something. The expression is, he is really into it. You see? Because he is interested into that item, that topic or whatever it is going on. But Bhagavan has no need. He is sitting on the sideline. He doesn't care. He is just sitting there watching what's going on. Tatastha. But everything going on under his own direction. No one else can change it except Bhagavan. For this reason, most people are unable to know and understand me. If you tell somebody Paramatma is everywhere, but he is nowhere. He is not in it. They will say, what kind of talk are you talking about? They won't understand. You see, if you meet someone who has no interest in what you and anyone else is doing to you, that person is just a human being. You have no interest in it. Why a person want to know somebody and talk to them and be friend with them? Because they think they are doing something better or bigger than I am doing. But Bhagavan says, I don't do anything. I'm not doing anything. So people really do not understand me. And for that reason, they consider just like he's just an ordinary person. The Krishna avatar of today, which is Swami Shri Chakra, he took the form of a yati. Yati means sadhu. So you see sadhu on the road, he's just a sadhu. Only that person will talk to the sadhu who is interested in the sadhu, not who is interested in sansar. And what they will even people in sansar will talk to sadhu with a caveat that, well, I'm going to give him something so I can get something out of it. Then I'll get some punya out of it. That's their main motive. Other than that, they have no motive to talk to sadhu. So you don't pay attention to, you pay attention only to those from whom you can get something. Bhagavan being neutral, does not draw attention of most of the people. He's neutral. So nobody really wants to. They don't even recognize he is somebody, just an ordinary person. Only people attracted to him are those who have earned the right to be Aruruksha. We have seen that in chapter 6. Aruruksha. And about other people, Bhagavan says that these fools, mood, consider me as an ordinary mortal human being. Only those people who are Aruruksha Muni, they are the one who are interested in meeting Paramatma and get his jnana. Rest of the people are mood, and we'll go into that, how they are mood. So, and they consider Bhagavan avatar to be ordinary person. Even in Mahabharata, Duryodhan called Bhagavan Krishna as Gwala. Arrest him. Didn't he say that? Say Mayavi. He's just a Mayavi. He does chal kapat. All desires and actions of such people of the Rajoguni and Tamoguni nature are worthless, Bhagavan says. They have no value. These people live for the pleasure of their body through senses. That's the only reason they live for. So, what is this Rajoguni and Tamoguni? We want to go a little bit into it. You see, in chapter 3, Arjuna asks a question at the end that knowing that things are not right, still people do sinful acts towards the end of the chapter. So Bhagavan replies, Kameshu Krodheshu Rajoguna Samadhva Mahashano Mahapapya Vidyaneham Vairinam. He says, Kam and Krodh, they evolve out of Rajogun. They are born out of Rajogun. They are considered them to be Mahashano. They are always hungry. They want more and more and more. So if you look at the sense objects, like tasty food, whatever, you want more and more. Something you like, you always want more. If you satisfy your senses little bit, the senses want more of it because they enjoyed it. They want more. And this wanting more and more is like a fire burning in there. And more ahuti, like you do havan, in fire you put ghee, the fire gets more higher and higher and higher, hotter and hotter. Same way, indriya. Same way indriyas are. You satisfy them a little bit, put some ahuti in it, they get more and more intense. They become very powerful. To the point that Bhagavan Krishna says, they take your man and mat it. Mat means they spin around your mind. You can't control them. So, and they are born, this Kam and Lobh and Krodh, they are born out of Rajogun. Now, what is Kam and Lobh and Krodh? Kam and Lobh are two phases of the same coin. Need, desire. Desire can be for inanimate thing, like money, gold, house, whatever. Car has no life to it. Or for a human being, man wanting a woman wanting a man, all that. That's for living things. The want for the living things is Kam. And want for the non-living things is Lobh, greed. And both of them, when they are satisfied a little bit, they want more and more and more and more. And they are born out of Rajogun. Mahashano, Mahapapya. They are very papi. They are the ultimate pap. And how should you know? Bhagavan says, know them as your as your enemy. Because they will take you down. So, this is Rajogun. About calm, there is other things have been said in Gita. Bhagavan said in same chapter, chapter 2, about people, he says, Dhyayato Vishyan Punsa Sangas Teshu Pajayate Sangas Jayate Kama Kamat Krodha Vijayate. The man dwelling on sense objects to satisfy their indriya develops attachment to them. You see, we are attached to our senses. We perceive everything, we see everything through our senses. When senses feel good, we feel good. So that is called attachment to the senses. From attachment to the senses is born desire. Because now senses want more. That is what desire is. And from desire, when this is unfulfilled, is born anger, krodh. Krodho vijayate. So everything is kam, krodh, this all rajogun, sense object related. Then Bhagavan says, what happens next? Krodhan bhavit sammoha. When the anger comes into play, then sammoh means total person becomes mohit, completely deluded. He cannot think of anything else except getting what he wants. He will go to any length to get it. And then sammoh smriti brahman. When there is sammoh, mohit, mind is deluded, then he loses track of his memory. He doesn't know what he should be doing. He does whatever that anger is telling. He actually becomes anger at that moment. An angry person is not the person himself. He is anger himself. He becomes anger, personification of anger. And when the smriti goes, buddhi nasho. Buddhi is destroyed. He cannot think straight anymore. And buddhi nasa vinashyati. And that totally destroys him. This is very, very important to know. From little thing, little gratification of senses, what can happen? And later on, Bhagavan is going to tell us in chapter 16, Trividhi narakasya dam dware nash na yatmanan काम क्रोधस्था लोभस्थ स्मद देतात्रयम त्यजते. कहते भगवान says that desire, trivid means these three things. What are these three things? Anger, desire and greed. Kam, krodh and lobh. These are triple gates to hell. Okay? If somebody wants to go to hell, that's the way to go. Bhagavan tells you. If you are engaged into Kam, Krodh and Lobh, and we saw the Kam and Lobh is one and the same, and Krodh is born out of dissatisfaction or not getting the Kam completely satisfied, then whatever you're going to do will take you to hell. Bring about the downfall, and that will bring about the downfall of the Atma. Atma will be downtrodden then. Therefore, one should shun them at all times. Keep away from them. Away from what? Kam, Krodh, and Lobh. That is what Rajogun is. So Bhagavan tells Arjun when he asks about the person who is Sthit Pragya, the very first thing Bhagavan tells Arjun in chapter 2, he says, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parth manogatan atman neva atmanah patushta sthit pragyastu dochute. Prajahati. He totally casts off, thoroughly casting off yada kaman, the kamana, kam, sarvan parth manogatan, all his kamana, sarvan kaman, from manogatam, from his mind. He takes them out of there. And what he does? He starts being satisfied with his own Atma, with his own self. The real pleasure is within ourselves, not outside. If we start to close the outside doors for these sense objects in a proper way, then we will be exposed to inner peace. This is called inner peace, inner beauty. And that is what a Sthit Pragya person does. Very first thing Bhagavan said is about this. Sarvan kaman manogatan. Sab, cast off everything, no desire. Because, quite frankly, everybody says, I'm going to get what I'm going to get anyway. But why do you run for something else? Okay? Because Rajogun in us makes us do that. It's not that person wants to. That's what Arjun asked. Why person commits sin? Knowing that is wrong. Bhagavan said, it is Rajogun. That is what causes all this problem. So, here what we saw, these people who are full of Rajogun, Bhagavan calls them mood. Why they are mood? A wise person would not want to go to hell, would he? He definitely want to stay away from hell. Only a fool will want to pursue something which will take him to hell. So I thought I explained this little bit because everybody can read Gita and get all the translation. It doesn't mean much. You got to look at from a different viewpoint. So these people take birth. Who are these people? These mood. They take birth in Asuri Yoni. Okay. What is Asuri Yoni? Asuri Yoni is Yoni below human beings. Okay. Asur. There are Sur, Devatas, we are above human beings, and Asur, below human beings. They are Narak Yoni. They do Narak, they do bad things. They do tamoguni things. There are a lot of people these days. They are in the human form, but they are Asuri. So, they got to understand one more thing here is Bhagavan says Rakshasi. We have seen before last time Rakshasi and Asuri. Rakshasi was explained to us as Rajogun and Asuri as Tamogun. Okay? So these are the Prakriti, the nature of human being is Rakshasi or Asuri. The Rajogun, if a person has a lot of Rajogun, that person's Prakriti is Rakshasi Prakriti. Why is Rakshasi? Rakshas, what they do? They grab everything from somebody else, right? That's what Rakshas is. Rakshas doesn't mean he got big horns or all that, a big different mouth. No. Human beings with Rakshasi Prakriti are the people who want everything from somebody else. Is by hook or crook, they'll get it. And Asuri are Tamoguni. If they don't get it, they will even go and kill them. Violence. So these are the nature of people who are subject to these Prakriti. What are the nature? Rakshasi and Asuri. And the Prakriti is Rajoguni and Tamoguni. In Rajogun, the person desires that everything should come to him, even if it causes pain to others. And if it causes pain to others, he will try to justify it, go to all length he can to justify, no, I'm not the one who is giving him pain, it is his own fault that he is getting pain. That's what people do, Rajogun does. He plans and makes arrangements in such a way that everyone keeps surrendering to him. These loan sharks, what are these loan sharks? Same thing. They will give you loan at very low rate and all that, and they have you sign a paper, and if you can miss one payment, your property is gone. So they make arrangements, like contracts like that. So these are Asuri, Rakshasi. In business, they invoke non-compete agreements. People with Rajogun Prakriti create an environment that facilitates the flow of whatever they desire towards them. They do not consider it to be a crime to take away things from others which do not belong to them. They use their cunningness for this. This is the characteristic of Rakshasi, Rajoguni Prakriti. The desire of such an individual Bhagavan says, Moghasha, is worthless. It doesn't do good to anybody. It's totally worthless. He devotes all his life to amass wealth. In the end, when he dies, all the wealth is gone somewhere else. His action to fulfill these worthless desires are also useless. Bhagavan calls them Mogha Karmano. Mogh means worthless. Their karma is worthless. And his jnana is also worthless because it doesn't lead to anything good. So Bhagavan calls them Mogha Jnana. He only knows how to accumulate wealth. And why is it this way? Because he is Vichetasa. Bhagavan says Vichetasa. His conscious chit is dead. He doesn't have a good chit. And good chit will have good vibrations coming in, good thoughts coming in. When the chit is dead, what you're going to get? All the bad things will come to your mind, and you end up doing it. And that will, so those are Mogha Asha, Mogha Karmano, and Vichetasa. Mogha Jnana, Vichetasa. Therefore, he remains under the attraction of Maya. Now, such a mood or a fool is easily attracted by Maya. One with the Jnana cannot be controlled by Maya. Maya cannot control somebody with Jnana. Maya only controls the person who is mood, who is running after things of the sansar. And we'll see how Maya does. An example of this can be found in gold and pearls. Okay? Gold is a product of element earth, and the pearl is simply the excretion of an animal, an oyster. Where oyster excretes, becomes pearl. Now everyone runs after these, not for what these are, but the arbitrary value given to them. And value And gold and pearl is given because of the shine, right? Gold shines nice. Pearl also shines nice. So people gave them value. It's worth so much. It's not the gold they are valuing, it's the shine of the gold they are valuing. Same thing, shine of the pearl. It's very nice pearl. My God, this is a beautiful pearl. Not knowing what is excretion of the animal. Okay, Vishta. And where this shine come from? Maya puts the shine in there. For these fools to get attracted to. Okay? It's all Maya doing it. These worldly things, they shine so much. And they're saying everything that shines is not gold, right? So, all these things are great and people run after them because they have put a value to them and they've created demand for them. It's all arbitrary, man-made. It's not real. So, these are the people who are attracted by Maya, the actions of Maya. And what Maya does, makes it look like to your senses that, oh, it is beautiful, I love it, right? The senses like things, and Maya does that. So the senses will like it, and you run after them. Because Maya doesn't like people to get jnana. Maya likes people to remain in that mood sthiti, mood state, deluded state, so they can keep doing these things and Maya win business. So, everything like this does no good to Atma. So, thus their pursuit is done by those who are vichetasa or senseless. Being attracted to gold or anything, shiny things or any worldly things, you think that does any good to the Atma? Atma doesn't need it. Atma already has this beautiful body to live in. Human body. And to act into it. And Atma can do what needs to be done in that body with very little. It doesn't need much. All Atma needs is the body to sustain itself, so Atma can do its job. And we'll come to that later on in this chapter as to what Atma needs. Bhagavan says that my Maya created these things out of the element earth and made it shiny. This is called, we have seen before, this is the sorcery of Maya. This is Ishwar's sorcery. Sorcery, you know? Jadugari. Magic. Take the dirt and make it shine like gold. Maya does that. So, similarly, the Maya made beautiful body and placed its attractiveness into it. Now, all bodies are not attractive, are they? Some bodies Maya made very attractive. Right? It's Maya's job. Maya is doing it. And cause people with Rajogun Prakriti to want it. Alright? When the body is beautiful, the person with the Rajoguni Prakriti want to have it. Right? The examples are Cleopatra and Rambha. Okay? What kind of problems that caused? It's all done by Maya. Body, flesh, bones are the same. Only difference is outside form. Maya gave in such a way the shine and everything that people get mohit. They get attracted to it. And get into it. This is all, Rajogun does all this. Now everyone runs after these Jad and Chetan objects. Ones with Rajogun and Tamogun want to get them and not just get them, keep them. Nobody else can get it. So this is little bit about Rajogun and Tamogun. Bhagavan calls them fools, vichetasa, mogasha, mokkarmano, mogyan, everything, nothing good about them. Because they cannot get to Paramatma or Paramatma's Gyan. Now, what about the others who can? One with the Sattvic Prakriti has no desire for these things. So that is the litmus test. If you have desire for these things, you become Rajoguni. Later you become Tamoguni. Rajogun leads to Tamogun. But having no desire for these, no attraction for these things, desire, not just desire, attraction for these things is only in the person whose Prakriti is Satoguni. His desires are not worthless. They are not mogasha. His desire is not for sansar. His desire is for Atma, upliftment of the Atma. That's what his desire is. He wants his Atma to meet Paramatma. That is his desire. Satoguni person. In the 8th century, there was a king, Bhartrihari. He was the elder brother of Vikramaditya, the ruler of Ujjain, and the founder of Samvat era, Samvat calendar. So Bhartrihari had abdicated his royal position and retired into forest as an ascetic sadhu. He was contemporary to the poet Kalidas. He wrote 100 verses on Vairagya, called Vairagya Shatak. So while he was living in the jungle, one day the king came to visit him and asked how was he getting along in the jungle. Since he left the kingdom, how is he getting along? So Bhartrihari said to the king, Vaya mihe paritushta, valkalastvam dukulam, dukule, sama eva paritosho, nirvishesho vishesha. Satu bhavatu daridro, yasya trishna vishala, manasicha paristuste, ko arthvan ko daridra. He says, here we are, you and I, we both are satisfied. I am satisfied in my clothes, you are satisfied in your clothes. Because I am wearing the clothes made out of valkal, bark. And thou with rich garments, silky garments, you are wearing them. And both are satisfied in their garment. You are satisfied in your, I am satisfied in mine. So the distinctions make no difference. Whether you are wearing silky clothes or I am wearing valkal, the distinction between the two make no difference at all, because our mental state, we are happy. Both are happy in what we have. He says, poor indeed is the one, Daridra is the one whose desires are boundless. He desires more and more. Suppose the sadhu wants silky clothes, he cannot get it. Would he be happy? No. The person with lot of desires, lot of boundless desires, he says, is Daridra, poorest of the poor. More desires you have, poorer you are. Why? Why would you desire? Because you don't have it, that's why you desire it. A person who has everything, he doesn't desire anything. He doesn't need anything. And a person who is Satoguni, he doesn't want anything, so his desires are just about zero. So he is happy. He is not Daridra. To the Rajoguni person, he may look like he is Daridra. He is wearing poor old clothes and all that. He say, oh, he is Daridra, he's a poor guy. But he is not. That's what Bhartrihari is saying to the king. He says, what difference makes? I am happy in my clothes, you are happy in yours. So it makes distinction of the clothes doesn't make any difference. So in mind be contented. If the mind is contented, he says, who is poor and who is earthwan, who is rich? Make no difference. Both are rich. Even the poor person is not daridra. So if mind be contented, who is rich and who is poor? There is a saying in Hindi, man changa to kathauti mein ganga. Okay? If your mind is stable, everything is fine, you are happy. And little thing. And believe me, little things give you more happiness than a lot of things. A little child playing around can make a person very happy. So, in this sansar, who is rich and who is poor, it depends on the state of one's mind. Those who run after worldly things are doing so because their mind is poor. There's something lacking in their mind. Mood. Their desires are worthless. And all their life, they fight to accumulate more and more wealth. Their conscience is dead, and they are deluded by the sorcery of Maya. Maya is very powerful. Having said this, Bhagavan is now talking about those humans whose prakriti is sattvic.
Mahatmanastu mam partha Daivim prakritimashritah bhajantyananyamanaso gyatva bhutadimavyayam.
Here Bhagavan calls those with sattvic prakriti Mahatma, the higher Atma. They are higher Atma since they perform karma in a way which has no attachment. Thus, they can rise above those with Rajogun and Tamogun Prakriti. Their Prakriti is filled with divine qualities. Daivi Prakriti. Their Prakriti is filled with divine quality. These are described in chapter 16, slok 1 to 4. They are not bound to sansar. Bhagavan says, Arjun, these Mahatma rely on the divine Prakriti. Devi Prakritim. Divine Prakriti. And being situated in it, you see, our Prakriti is what we are situated in. Okay? One with Rajoguni Prakriti, that Atma is situated in Rajogun. Satoguni Prakriti person, his Atma is situated in Satogun. You see, I want you to understand. We are situated in our own Prakriti. And that's what we will do. So, these Mahatma, they are the people for their karma, many good karma they did, Ishwara Upasana and all that, they have situated themselves into Sattvic Prakriti. So, these people, Gyatva, knowing Mam Bhutadi Abhyayam, knowing me as immutable, Abhyay, and origin of all beings, Bhut Adi, Adi of all Prani Bhut. These Mahatma situated in Sattvic Prakriti, what they do? They know, Bhagavan says, know me as Bhut Adi, the creator, the the doer of everything. Adi means the beginning of all bhut. All bhut are born out of me. And Avyayam. Avyaya means immutable, changeless. That's what they know. That's how other people don't. Bhajantya, knowing such me in such a way, they worship me. And how do they worship me? Ananya manaso. Ananya manaso. With their mind devoted to me and me alone. Ananya manaso. These humans, by the virtue of their karma, have arrived at the divine Prakriti and thus have become Mahatma. The mind of such humans remain devoted primarily and singularly to me, Bhagavan says. This is called Ananya Bhakti. They do not run after others to fulfill their desires. If they need something, they come to me only. They stay constantly focused on me and me alone. Bhagavan has compared these Mahatma with those who are situated in Rakshasi and Asuri Prakriti. So we are all situated in our own Prakriti. Prakriti here Bhagavan has made it clear that those who are subjected to the Rajogun and Tamogun are unable to, it's not that they don't want to, they are unable to perform Ananya Bhakti. They cannot perform Ananya Bhakti. Only person situated in Sattva Prakriti can and is able to perform Ananya Bhakti. Since their mind wanders everywhere, why they can't do it, unable to do it? Because their mind wanders everywhere in sansar. And Bhagavan has also said that although the sansar is in me, I am not in it. So if your mind is wandering all over the sansar, how are you going to find Bhagavan? He said, I'm not in it. You can't find me there. You will not find me in sansar. Therefore, looking for Bhagavan in sansar is a futile exercise. So how do such humans live in sansar? They are all living in sansar, sattvic prakriti, just like people living in the Rajasi and Tamasi prakriti. They are living in sansar. So how do they live in sansar? In what way they live in sansar? Bhagavan tells that in next shlok.
Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate.
Satatam kirtayanto mam. Satatam means constantly, without break, continuously. Kirtayanto mam. They do my jap, my kirtan. Kirtan doesn't mean that manjira and all that, no. Kirtan means to remember the kirti of Ishwar. Okay? His glory. That's what kirtan is. They do my jap, and that glory they remember by doing the jap of Ishwar Nam. They do constantly, meaning that their mind is always engaged in me. When you take somebody's name, for that moment, your mind is attached to that name. That right there. Later on, it can wander off, but at that time, it's attached. Bhagavan says this Satoguni person, the Mahatma, they satatam ki, they constantly remember me. So when they do that, what happens? They are constantly with me all the time. They are not away from me. Normally, they do my job through speech. They'll utter the words of the Naam. But when it is not possible, they remember me through their thought. Man. This is called jap within the man. Ajapa jap. Japa jap is the jap where you have your mala and you do one after other, okay, and take the name out of your mouth. Speak it. That's jap. Ajapa jap when you don't do these things. You are sitting someplace, you cannot do that. The environment is not conducive to do that. So you do that in your mind. You remember Ishwar in your mind all the time. Ishwar Kirti, Kirtan, do the Kirtan of Ishwar in your mind. One way or other, they always remember me, Bhagavan says. And how they do this? Yatantascha, striving with great care. They don't do just carelessly. They do it with very much care. They strive to doing this carefully so nothing goes wrong in vidhi purvak. Okay? Since it may be difficult to remember constantly, so what he does, Dradha Vrata, he makes a steadfast and firm resolve. Who? This Satoguni person, Ananya Bhakt, he resolves that I will do this. And he stays steadfast on his resolve. And how do they worship me? Namastascha mam bhaktya. With devotion, they bow to me. Nothing else. They bow to me. They do dandava, they prostrate and they bow to me. Who they are bowing now? Because Ishwar may not be in front of them. So they bow to the name, Bhagavan name, Kirti. They are filled with bhakti. Nitya yukta. They are always attached to me. Yukt means attached. There are two different things. When they are together, that's yukt. It can be separated also. Okay, it's not part of it. It can be separated. So, two things which are attached, which can be separated, they are yukt. They say Sanyukt Rashtra, right? United Nations. Same thing. They are all together there. They can go their own way if they want to. So Nitya Yukta. But this person, Nitya means eternally, all the time he is with me. He is attached to me all the time. These bhakt of mine have no fear. They are not afraid of anything. As to what the others will think of their worship. How they worship, how they lay down and do the prostrate, do the dandavat. They're not afraid of it. They do it because they have made a resolve. They are steadfast in the resolve and they will do it no matter what other people think. Shashtang, this is called bowing, this is called Shashtang Pranam. Sa Asht Ang. With 8 parts of the body, when you do pranam, that is called Shashtang Pranam. What are these 8 parts of the body? 2 feet, 2 knees, and your chest, shoulders, and head, at the end head, hands and head. Make 8. So these Sa Asht Ang, Sashtanga Pranam. Everybody does that. Even Christians do that. When Pope goes to some place, he lays down, does Sashtanga Pranam. Muslims do the same thing too. Hindus have forgotten how to do it. They are afraid. That's what people will say. Who cares what people will say? People are people. That's what they are called, others. What is the meaning others? They are others. They don't mean anything. I am what I am. They are others. Why worry about what others think? If you worry about others think, you never get anywhere. That's what Bhagavan Krishna telling Arjuna. Go fight. Don't worry about what other people will think about you. They are all your dada and all your uncles and all that. What they will say, no, don't worry about it. You do your job. You do your duty. If you start thinking about what will happen, just like Karna, when he was fighting with Karna and his chariot went down, Bhagavan said, don't. Your job is to kill Karna. You do your job. Okay? If you worry about all these niceties, he will come and kill you. He's just as powerful as you are. So this is what important thing is. Fearlessness in our endeavors. So the Bhakt has no other thought in his mind. Generally people say, if I did the prayer with Sashtang Pranam, what others will say? There is a poet who said, Nar kapadan se darat hai, narak padanna. Nar kapadan se darat hai, narak padanna. Man is afraid to get his clothes dirty by doing Sashtang Pranam, because in temple people go in temple with very nice clothes, don't they? They don't wear dirty clothes to go to temple. So, human, kapadan se darat hai. What will happen to my clean clothes? They will get dirty if I lay down on the floor and bow down to the god. Narakapadanna means, but he does not think about the narak by not following the proper vidhi. You see? Nar kapadan se darat hai, narak padanna. My clothes will get dirty. I have to go. I just got them dry clean yesterday. Get dirty again. You know what people will say, wearing and going out of temple with dirty clothes? But he doesn't think what kind of narak he is accumulating by not following the vidhi. Okay? Avidhi creates more avidhi. Vidhi creates more vidhi. So if you follow the proper procedure, you will do more and more higher proper procedures. If you start one wrong procedure, avidhi, you keep going down that sliding slope. So people who go to Brajbhumi, they go around Govardhan mountain doing Sashtang Pranam. Not now, but that's the proper way of doing it. They do not think of what others will say. A lot of tourists come in there. Who cares what they think? Or what their clothes will get, whether their clothes will dirty or not, what will happen? Who cares? Clothes are just clothes. They get dirty, they can be washed. But if you do avidhi a little bit, that avidhi is going to cause more problems, take it to narak, closer to narak than otherwise. So why do avidhi? That's why the Bhagavan called these people who worry about their clothes and all that, Rajoguni, Mood. Okay, I keep harping on that. They do not think what others will say, who? The Bhakt, or that their clothes will get dirty. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Namasyasya mam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. These people are those who are filled with divine prakriti, daivi prakriti, and in the next shlok, Bhagavan says that there are those who do my bhakti in ways, other ways than what my bhakt does. Ananya Bhakt does one way. This is what Bhagavan said, how he does. He does Sashtang Pranam, He does Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Nitya Yukta Upaste. Right? Now, what other people do is Bhagavan saying is everybody doesn't do this. So what do other people do is Bhagavan is telling in the next sloka.
ज्ञानयज्ञेन चाप्यन्ये यजन्तो मामुपासते एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन बहुधा विश्वतो मुखम्.
Now here's something which we should understand. It's a little bit different. Ekatven prathakven bahuda vishwato mukham. Cha panye, cha api anye. Bhagavan says cha means and others who follow the path of Gyan also. This is Ishwar Bhakti, is the Sattvic people doing. Other people who just follow the Gyan path, Mam upasate, worship me. They also worship me. And yajanto, betake themselves to me. Gyan yaggen. How they do it? Through Gyan yagna. They worship me in my absolute formless aspect. Now here, the Ananya Bhakt of Ishwar, he is not worshipping the formless abstract Ishwar. He is worshipping avatar. Okay? But these people, other people, they worship the unmanifested, absolute and formless aspect of Paramatma. However, in Gyan, there are two aspects. Ekatven, Prathakven. Ekatven means their knowledge is that Ishwar and Atma are not different. That is Ekatven. They are one and the same. And Prathakven, those people know that Ishwar and Atma are different. It's called Bhedavad. Other one is Abhedavad. Here the one is called Advait and the other one is called Dvaitvad. So these are according to Hindu Gyan. In Advait there can be no bhakti. See, Anand Bhakti was different. Advait there can be no bhakti. When you are same as Brahma, how are you going to worship Brahma? You cannot do bhakti. For bhakti there has to be a bhakt and a bhaj. When both are same, there can be no bhakti. You're doing your own bhakti. That's not bhakti. In Advait, one learns that he and his Ishwar are not different. That's what he learns first. Then he gets Gyan. That Gyan of the Advait Gyan. In this Gyan, there are three mantras. These are Tat Sat, Tat Tvamasi, and Soham. So, in this Gyan, the rules are that Maya and he learns that there is Brahma. Tat Sat. He learns that Maya is Brahma. There is a Brahma. He knows that. Then he learns that it is he. He is the one who is Brahma. And then concentrating on this knowledge for many, many years, he finally come to realize that he has now become Brahma. Tattvamasi Soham. So-aham. Okay? Now Soham means I am that now. So-aham. So means that one, I am that one. I become that. And if you keep saying Soham, 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 it comes to be Ahamsa, 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 right? So when they say Paramhans, a Hansa. He became Hans, he became Jnani. Now he knows it. And higher Jnani, that's Paramhans. He is this realized person. That's what Hindu Dharma people call. He is realized person. He has realized that he is Brahma. He didn't know, but he realized he is Brahma. This is Advaitavad. On that, the story is that a lion cub get lost in sheep's, were a bunch of sheeps, and he act like sheep then. Then a lion comes and he looks at that cub. He says, what he's doing with sheeps? He's a lion, he's not a sheep. So he calls him and takes him to a well. And he says, look in the well. He says, no, you are not sheep. You look different, aren't you? Yeah. Now he says, he makes big noise, the horn. He says, now you try that. And he does that. Oh, he realized now he is not a sheep, he is a lion. You see? He is now Soham. I am lion. I am become that. That's what the whole philosophy is. Ekatvain. In Hindu religion, this is the path of Gyan. When you talk to people in Hindu Dharma about Gyan, that's what they will talk about. Bhagavan said that those people worship me through Gyan, Yajna, are of two kinds. These people who worship Ishwar through Gyan Agna, there are two kinds. We just saw Ekatvain. However, those who worship me through the Prathakvain, they worship me Bahuda, in many ways. Prathakvain, those people who worship, who think Bhagwan, Ishwar and Atma are different, they worship me in many ways. Bahuda, many ways. Vishwato Mukham, since my various celestial forms are everywhere, as seen in my Vishwaroop. Bhagavan showed to Arjun Vishwaroop, and he saw everything, whole Brahman. Ishwar is everywhere. So these people who are worshipping Ishwar under Prathakvain, they worship Bahuda. They many ways they worship. Worship me many ways, he says. These are the various homes. People do home, havan. So, next slok he is telling what these are.
Aham kraturaham yajnaha swadhaham aushadham mantrohamahame vajyam aham agniraham hutam.
So first we'll take simple meaning of these words. This is something to understand, because there are a lot of people who do these things. Bhagavan says, Aham kratu, aham yajna. I am kratu, and I am yajna. Swadha, aham. Aham aushadham. I am Swadha and I am Aushad. Aushad which is poured into it. Swadha is a yagna too. Mantro aham. He says, I am mantra. The chant with which oblation is offered. I am mantra. Mantroham. And I am Ajya. Ajya means the ghee, the ghee that you put in the havan in home. The ghee that you put in the home is called Ajya. Aham Agnir, aham hutam. I am the fire. Agni, I am the Agni. And I am hutam means oblation that you offer to the Agni. In Shlok 15, Bhagavan said, Vishwato Mukham. I am my mouth, I am everywhere, I am all around. Vishwato Mukham means all around. My mukh is everywhere, all over the Vishwa. I can see everything. Now in this shlok, Bhagavan tells how his celestial form are all over, how he is Vishwato Mukham. This was practiced at the time of Bhagavan. This practice was happening when Bhagavan Krishna was there. To understand this in today's terms, we need to understand the meaning of word kratu and yagna. Swadha, aushadhi, mantra, ajya. You got to understand these. Bhagavan said, aham kratu. Kratu is the type of yagna. And then he said, aham yagna. Why would he say this twice? Aham kratu, aham yagna. Kratu is a type of yagna. So, from this we see that at that time there were two types of yagna going on in Bhagavan's time. One was called kratu and the other one was called yagna. To understand this, we will need to go into Hindu Dharma. First, we need to understand that Hindu Dharma is a religion and not a way of life like Western people like you to believe. It's not a way of life. It is a dharma because there is definite worship in there. All these people in the Western countries think it's just a way of life. It's not dharma. We are dharma because we do worship to this and that, whatever. But Hindus do worship too. So first of all, we have to know that Hindu dharma is not a way of life. It's a dharma, it's a religion. In Hindu religion, there is worship. Hindus worship various devatas. Okay? Some worship Ishwar also. Like the Christians worship Christ, Muslims worship Muhammad, and the Jews worship Moses. To them, they are this people they worship. Here we are talking about Kratu and Yagna. Kratu is also called Shraut. The Shraut Yagna, which is performed with Shruti or the Vedic mantra, Richa. So the Havan or the Yagna which is performed with the Vedic Richa or Ved mantra is called Kratu because that leads to a karma. Kratu. Okay? These are also called Sharyati because Ved are called Shruti. They are not written. So Sharyati, these yagna called Sharyati. These are done in the name of some Vedic Devata, not Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, no. Vedic Devata. The Devatas of Vedic time in Vedas are Agni Devata, Varno Devata, Yam, Prithvi Devata. They are the Devatas. So these yagna are conducted in the name of these Vedic Devatas. These are done to fulfill a desire like begetting a son, money, or to destroy an enemy, etc. Now the yagna is one which is performed for niyam. And these are for everyone. Everyone performs niyam, dainik yagna. These are also called smart yagna. So yagna is also called smart yagna. These are based on Hindu Dharma Shastra, Smriti. Hindu Dharma Shastra are Manu Smriti, Yajnavalkya Smriti, Parashar, Graha Sutra. So these, according to these Dharma Shastra, whatever yajna is done is called Smart Yajna, Smriti. So that becomes smart. Don't write in English. English write S-M-A-R-T, smart. No, it's smart. These also say to study Veda. In these yajna, they also say, do study Veda. So, therefore, reading the Veda becomes a smart yajna. The study of Veda is also a smart yajna. The smart yajna also includes pratitarpana. It includes pratitarpana. Worshipping the Pitars during Shraddha. That is also smart yajna. This was to maintain a reverence towards our ancestors, to remember them once a year at least, for 3 generations. And if 3 generations still alive, to the 4th generation before us. Now people don't even know the name of their great-grandfather, whatever. They don't know. This was designed so you remember where you came from, who you are, and have reverence to your ancestors. That's what the whole thing about. So your identity is not lost. This worship is accepted by Pitars. Whatever worship they do during Shraddha is accepted by Pitru Devata. The Pitru Devata is, Bhagavan Krishna says, Aryaman. Aryaman named Devata is Pitru Devata. Then there is Atithi Seva. In Smart Yajna, there is Atithi Seva also. There are rules in Hindu Dharma and Shastra as to how Atithi Seva should be done. Atithi kab jaoge, now there is a movie. People used to worship Atithi. Atithi Deva Bhava. Because in those days, there were different days. People lived long, further apart. There were no mode of transportation like it is. People used to come for long distance walking or on a cart. And they get dirty. So first thing you do, wash their feet. When they come in your house, you wash their feet. Make them comfortable. This is all in Atithi Seva. So, in today's days, Atithi comes, says, well, this house is yours too, but there's not much room in this house, so let's go to a motel. And for eating, we'll go from there. It's easy to go to a restaurant, we'll eat there. In Atithi Seva, people used to cook food for them, feed them properly. Before eating, they feed the Atithi. They do their puja. It's all gone now. It still happens in some ashrams. So, in Dharma Shastra, for all smart yajna, Hindu did 5 yajna every day. This is what Hindu Dharma Shastra says, 5 yajna every day. How many times Muslim people do Nawaz? Okay. Hindu Dharma has 5 yajna, 5 times a day. Do it. From morning till night. And what Ishwar Bhakt does? Satatam Kirti Yantomam. He constantly, all the time does it. Remembers his Kirti of his Isht. So the Shraut are called the Kratu and the Smart are called Yagna. Now from this, there are 2 types of Hindus who came up. One is Smart, those who do Smriti Yagna, and the other one came out to be Vaishnav. They became under Bhagavat group, Bhagavat Sampradaya. There are 2 types of Vaishnav. not two, four type of Vaishnava. And they have four leaders. They are Ramanuj, Vallabh, Madhav, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There are four sects of Vaishnava. Their identifying signs are Shankh, Chakra, Gada, Padma. In old days, the members were branded with the respective signs. They'll take that sign and dag diya. That way, one time you join the Sampradaya, you're not out of it, you're there permanently. Okay? And by looking at that, they know you are Vaishnava, or this sect or that sect. Their way of putting tilak is different. They are all different. How many of us know this? It's lost. All we know is how to count money. That's it. So, and that too, now we employ machines to count money. We can't even count that. So the festival of Smarth were celebrated on the first day of the festival, and that of Vaishnav on the next day, following day. So if there is Janmashtami, first Janmashtami will be Smarth Janmashtami, and next day will be Vaishnav Janmashtami. In the time of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, all this was happening. It's not that it's happened now. It was happening all long time ago. Therefore, Bhagavan is saying, Aham Kratu, that I am Yagna, which is Shrauta Yagna, done with Shruti, Ved Mantra. Aham Yagna, I am Yagna, which is Smarth, done with the Smriti. Aham Swadha. Now this is different. Swadha is belongs to Prithvi Yagna, Pitron Yagna. Like in Kratu, when oblations are offered by Hota is the priest, the priest says Swaha, because these are offered to Devatas. In Prithvi Yagna, the word Swadha is used, not Swaha. Pratidha Swadha. When in Shraddha time, when they do this Prithvi Yagna, they do Swadha. Pratidha Swadha. Prithvi Devata Swadha, or offering to Prithvi Devata, not Swaha. In this yagna, the priest faces south. In Prithvi Yagna, the priest will face south. In Kratu Yagna, he faces east. Okay? They're two different things. In the Sakam Yagna, which is done with Devata, he makes the oblation chanting Swaha. And in the Prithvi Yagna, the offerings are made with the chant Swadha. So Bhagavan Krishna says, Aham Aushadham. He says Aham Swadha, right? Now he says Aham Aushadham. All vegetation falls under Aushad. Everything that is growing out of the ground, all vegetation is Aushadhi. In chapter 15, Shlok, Bhagavan says, Pushpani chaushadhi sarva sarve bhutva aso rasatmaka. I nourish all aushadhi, including all herbs and medicinal plants, by becoming the ras or the sap from the moon. The ras which comes from the moon in the moonlight, that's why you do during the, what is that fest? Sharad Purnima, you put some mawa up there, and then let the moon go there, and all the rus of the moon, amrit comes in there, right? Bhagavan says, I am nourishing all the aushadhi through this rus of the moon. Whatever nourishes the aushadhi is me. I am the one who is in there. So nothing grows without Ishwar either. And if you say the growth of all plants occur under the moonlight, these plants are used for food. The plants manufacture food, energy during the daytime, but the growth happens at night time. It's utilized and plants grow at night under the moonlight. These plants are used for food, medicine, or beautification, landscaping. The example is amla, embolic. Amla is used as medicine in Chavanprash, is used in pan for taste, and also candied as murabba, right? So amla can be used either way. So all the vegetation can be used different way, and all vegetation has some medicinal value to it too. Like today's word, people say, eat food with fiber. Beans are having a lot of fiber. They're all aushadhi. When you eat for nourishing your body, it becomes aushadhi. But if you eat for taste, it's just herb. Next, Bhagavan says, Mantroham. I am mantra also. This is the Vedic mantra. Mantra of Rig Veda is called Richa. But mantra of Atharvaveda is only called mantra. Gita does not mention this Veda, the Atharvaveda. In Slok 17, Bhagavan mentions only the Rig, Sam and Yajur Veda. These are the three Vedas which Ahame Vajyam. I am also the Ajya. Bhagavan says, I am Ajya. The oblation offered to the fire in the yagna. The wood used in the home. The wood used in the home is called samidha. Okay, remember these words now. You're not going to get anywhere else. Samidha is the wood which is used. For different type of yagna, Vedic yagna, they use different kind of wood. Some of them use palas. Some of them use mango. Some use something else. If you use the wrong wood in the Havan Kund, the yagna is not going to do good. These are all prescribed in the yagna vidhi. And the grass used in the yagna is called durba or kush grass, because you take the kush grass, you make those things put around your finger, don't you, when doing yagna? That's kush grass is also used in. Bhagavan say, I am fire in the kund. In the urn, I am the fire. This fire is also called Purohit. The first richa of Rig Veda is Agni Mile Purohitam. Agni is my Purohit, who will take my prayer to the sun god. Okay, Agni and sun are the same. So, Agni is also called Purohit. And Aham Hutam, and I am the oblation offered in the home. From this it is clear that Bhagavan says in whatever form one does worship, they are in fact worshipping me. In Slok 15, Bhagavan said, Vishwato Mukham, that my mouth is in all directions. I am everywhere. I am in every way, I am everywhere. Therefore, my bhakt worship me single-mindedly, Ananya Bhakt. They are called Ananya Bhakt. However, others worship me in different ways, and they're still worshipping me only. I am everywhere, and all others are there because of me only. Because of me, everything else is there. Having said this about the worships, next Bhagavan is telling that He is everywhere, but how and in what way He is everywhere. We'll take this thing up next time. So, how He is everywhere? He is our father, He is our mother, He is our bhrata, He is our dhata, He is everything In what way, that we will go in detail next time. Shri Krishna.